for their very thoughtful process in making this endorsement. It was not done like to spare the moment. It was a thoughtful process. There was a questionnaire, there was an evaluation, and then there was a voting process. So I appreciate the process that what led to my endorsement today for the endorsement of my colleagues. I just want to say that that I'm a fairly conservative Democrat, and I've been known as that throughout this campaign because I'm a pro-business Democrat. I think businesses are what's going to really create jobs in this economy. I'm not against guns. I think law-abiding citizens should be able to protect themselves in their homes. However, I'm against criminals getting guns when they want to get guns, and robbing and maiming the citizens that are law-abiding citizens. I'm against gun violence perpetrated by criminals, and that's a very serious thing to me. My particular district borders Philadelphia, which in some years has had some of the highest murder and gun violence rates in the nation. Upper Darby likes to brag that we only had one murder last year, but let's talk about the violence. Let's talk about the shootings. Let's talk about the children in peril when shootings take place near their playgrounds. Let's talk about the fear among our senior citizens that are being robbed at gunpoint in the street and in their homes. That is intolerable to me. As a candidate for State House, we need to protect the district and we need to protect the citizens. And the way we do that is to stop illegal criminals and people from buying guns who don't need to have them in their hands. They've already proven themselves to be reckless. So therefore, they do not deserve the right nor the opportunity to have a gun. Ceasefire would like for me to share a story with you about my brother, who was murdered in the city of Philadelphia at the height of the murder epidemic, I called it, in Philadelphia. He was a law-abiding citizen. He was a community champion. I didn't know that until his funeral, when ladies as old as 90 years old came up to me and said, "Your brother used to go to the grocery store for me. Your brother would protect me when I was going from my car to my home." Children on the street said your brother would walk the kids, this was voluntarily, would walk the kids from the school to the after-school program to make sure they got there safely. He was well known. But on one summer night, two teenage girls decided they wanted to get high. And so they decided that the drug dealer that they wanted to buy drugs from should rob my brother in his home. They set him up by they left the door open when they went to get an errand. They asked them could they come in for their mother. They left the door open, and that drug dealer with his gun, who had already been convicted for carrying a gun and for selling drugs with a gun that he had illegally obtained, with his gun that he described in court as his best friend, he shot my brother at point-blank range in his home because my brother had no money. So that's the kind of illegal drug possession and gun possession that we are fighting against, and that Ceasefire has made it their business to make sure that we have a state and a commonwealth that is safe for all the citizens, law-abiding citizens. And so I'm very passionate about this issue because I lost my brother, a law-abiding citizen, a champion to his neighborhood, because somebody decided that because they wanted money and that they could do what they wanted to do with their illegally possessed gun, that they took his life. That person is now serving in jail. He's off the streets. But I want you all to know that there are many other people like him that carrying a weapon that they describe as their best friend. And the only thing that he had to say about killing my brother in court was that he was sorry that he had to discard his illegally possessed gun. So I want to thank you, Ceasefire, for this endorsement, and I want to thank the citizens of the Commonwealth for their support of me, and I hope that I have the opportunity and the pleasure to be the next state representative of the 164. Thank you.